What's up guys, I've just got an amazing deal on a great part for the Subaru. One thing that's always annoyed me about the UK spec wagons is we get this small spoiler. The STIs get a large one that comes out around like this. They also got a bigger bottom one, but I've not got that part yet, so let me show you. So I've just picked this up. It's in really good condition. The paintwork is actually stunning. There's very few marks, bit of rust there, but I'll hammer like that. Also got the centre caps. I got one with it, but can you see it? One of these clips has snapped off it. I think it's that one there. Oh no, that one. Obviously it's a different colour. I was going to paint it myself and make a video out of paint it, but I've just made a painting car parts video, and with it being an expensive part that I've got cheap, I might sell it on at some point if I ever break the car. I want the paint to be quality to make it easier to sell, so I'm going to get it painted professionally, but I might paint I might paint something myself at a later date, because I would like to make that video, just not with a part that I care a lot about. So the mounting points are pretty much same there, same on the other side. There is a bracket here, about here somewhere underneath, that I found when I was test fitting it. I'll show a picture of that now, so I'm gonna have to get that off, but what I'll do, I'll catch back up with you once the part's painted and in my hands, and we'll fit it. Okay, so I've got the spoiler back from paint. It took a while to get painted, it got forgotten about for a while, but it's here now. So the next step is to take this one off. So 2 there and 2 bolts there. So really simple. Then I'm going to take off, then I'm going to paint these. Well, rust remover them first. So there's little brackets here. They don't look that bad from here, but they're really rusted underneath. So I'm going to sort those out with some rust remover and some hammerite paint. Then I'm going to take off the centre bracket with probably a Stanley blade and maybe some petrol or some WD-40 just to get the silicone off. Then once hammerite's dry, I can put the other spoiler back on. So the first step is to take this one off. Okay, so the spoiler's off. These are the brackets it bolts up to, and that's what I'm going to be removing. But first I'm going to put the rust remover onto these, because there's a few bits, can't really see like this, but basically there's a bit of rust under there, and it's something I'd rather sort now rather than wait and let it become a big problem. So whilst the spoiler's off, I'm just going to put a bit of rust remover onto these areas just here, and then paint them with some hammerite just to protect them. These are the bits the spoiler mounts up to. That's basically just securing that. It's siliconed on, so it's not like that's going to come off with the rust, but I'd rather sort it. This one's siliconed on as well. You can see little bits of the silicone here, so I try and get a Stanley blade underneath those to like scrape it off and then clean it up, just so that there's no like leftover stuff on the glass. And that's the rust remover on. So you can see it's already starting to turn a bluish colour. It's either go blue or black once it's got rid of the rust. And there's the other side. I've just put a bit of tape on to protect the paintwork whilst I was doing it. And also because I'm going to put the hammerite on, I definitely don't want black paint on the car. So, sort of see it working, but I'm going to give that an hour or so. Take this off and yeah, see where I'm at then. Okay, so a nice stroke of luck. I've actually found a bit of wire basically moving like this. I can't do it on camera because I need 2 hands, but basically sawing through it like that, I can get it right. Try the other side. There you go. It's actually started to take it off like that. So rather than have to like mess around with the knife blade, I'm just going to use a sawing motion and basically take it off like that. So the bracket's off. I don't know if you can see, that's where it was. That's not actually silicone there, that's just a bit of like leftover residue, so I might have to give it a bit more of a clean up, but everything's silicone wise off. That's super smooth now. Basically I start off with the wire, but then I use the Stanley blade just to get underneath it properly, and then just use the Stanley blade pretty much flat against this, just rubbing across it just to take off layer and layer of silicone, and a bit of WD-40 just to eat into it. So that's all sorted. The rust stuff's eating in, so that's really good. We'll give that a little bit longer just to do what it needs to do before I paint onto it. I'd rather give that as much time as I can. Show you the other side. And there we go. So whilst I wait for that to work, I've got these and these. So I'll take it to the front of the car. So basically clear ones of these and replacements of these. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint these ones black and just install these as they are. They came with orange bulbs, but I've got some clear bulbs to put in. So I've got clear bulbs there. They're the orange ones that came with the factory. Yeah, so they're really simple install, but first I'm just going to sand these and paint them black, and now pop them in. Okay, so I've got the hammerite on these ones now. And there we go, we've got a little bit longer to dry. And then I'm going to put the spoiler back on. So that's the spoiler fully installed, really happy with how it looks. There is a bit of orange peel on it, I'm sure a few people might have noticed it in the video. You can see it just there, you look basically where the light hits it. So I'm going to polish that to get rid of that, but other than that I'm really happy that it fits great, really like how it looks. Just show you the front of the car, what I've done there. So there's the front with the clear indicators and little painted venti bits. And one last look at the spoiler. So if you like the video, please like it. If you want to subscribe, please do. And if you've got any questions about the install or any parts, please just leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching and see you next time.